Shalom. Shalom. And first up, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Stone, and salutation to all the Akim out there doing this work in our sincerity and our truth. And shalom to the elect, that's who mainly we out here doing this work for, man. The elect of the nation of Israel. This is the James, Jamaica, specifically James Portland, alright? And as you see the title of the video, Plagues, WW3, alright? And a whole lot of destruction, because that's what's going on out there in the media right now. Every day you see a different thing come up in the news and social media, especially out here in Jamaica, regarding even these celebrities. When it's not Vibes Cartel, it's Buju Banton. There's always something out there throwing out to distract the public eyes from the real things that's going on behind the scene. Prophecies like MOTB, which is Mark, if you know what this, it's on the way. It's been pushing. I can bet a whole lot of people not seeing that, man. See? Yes. A whole lot of people not seeing that, because you have the social media things they want to push, regarding, as you said, the entertainers and different celebrities. When it's not Popcorn and Drake, it's as I said, Vibes Cartel, Buju Banton, one of the topic out here now. A lot of different things. And the war is being prepared. A lot of people don't know that either, because a lot of people over here not even know that big things going on over there in the Middle East, man. See? America sending aircraft carriers over there in the Red Sea, over there in the Middle East, because of expecting attack from Iran and Israel. See? Let me see an article here that they will say war and RT says the war will start in the Middle East, the world war. There's a big war coming at it, and it will start in the Middle East. which that headline was on point, man. And it was on point with the scriptures, because the scriptures definitely tell you that's where the world war is gonna take place. World War III over there in the Middle East, man. And we can see where that is being prepared. See? At this very moment, yeah?
This is Romans 13, verse 11 says, and that knowing the time that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation here than when we believe.
Yes, and now is the time to awake out of sleep, because everything else what you're taking part in, man. The scripture not means that you're literally asleep or you're in your bed lie down. See? It means that you're distracted in different things more than the things that we're supposed to be. More than the things we're supposed to be focus on. Yeah, you're supposed to be focused on this word. Focusing on the prophecies that want to take place. See? Not the distraction on the social media, man. See? And TikTok or wherever. See? Because those are things we distract the masses. See? And you know what? We're talking to the very elect, man, because that's who this message go out to. See? Because 2/3 and the rest of the Edens have their part already to play. So they have to do what they do. But to the very elect, it's the time to awake out of sleep, man. And if you're out there sleeping, and you not see what's going on. Yeah?
Finish?
Yeah?
Finish? Night is far spent, the day is at hand.
The day is at hand. That's the day of the Lord is at hand. The day of the Lord is not going to be pretty, man. See? It's not going to be a pretty day. Going back to Amos 5 and 18 tell you that the day of the Lord is going to be like if you flee from a bear and a lion met you. And and you rent into the house and lean on the wall and a serpent bit you. That means you're gonna move from one place and run from trouble, and you go next place a bigger trouble you get in, and you go next place. Just as the saying out here, you jump out of the frying pan and jump in the fire. You see? The only saying we always say in Jamaica, you know, you jump out of the frying pan and you jump in the fire, man. So you're gonna feast the boy, you're gonna run to another place to get peace, and no peace not gonna there. See? It's gonna be war, confusion. See? Trouble all over the place, man. From one end of the earth even to another. Yeah?
Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light.
And the armor of light is what? The word of the Lord. See? Scripture tell you about put on the whole armor and your how bash may shine. Yeah. So you can escape what? The wiles of the devil. And the wiles of the devil, all these things that them are push out. Even the election in America, that's a big distraction. Man. See, you see, even like Claude Sharp said, a whole heap when call events come up. Yeah? Yeah, I mean, him said a whole heap of events, a whole heap of
frightening scenarios.
Yeah, not the frightening scenarios. He come up with a different statement the other day.
Before the election.
Before the election, man. A whole heap of stuff are gonna take place. Yeah, so, and you know, you have a lot of people not seeing these things, man, and not knowing that these things are going on, because guess what?
It's a shocking events.
Yeah, shocking events. Yeah, a whole lot of shocking events ahead of the 2024 events, the 2024 election. See? Yeah, and we always pinpointing out that, you see? You see, before the election and after the election, a whole heap of shit gonna go down, man. See?
Newsweek published August 28, 2024. That's what, today?
Yesterday.
Yesterday, right? It says Russia issues World War III warning to US.
Gone.
It says Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov issued a World War III warning to the US, saying that the West was asking for trouble by even considering Ukrainian requests to use supplied weapons to conduct strikes deep within Russian territory.
Gone.
Discussions about using Western supplied missiles to strike Russia are tantamount to playing with fire, Lavrov told reporters in Moscow on Tuesday. The US, despite requests from Ukraine, has remained steadfast on its position that its long-range weapons may only be used on Ukrainian soil or to defend the country from Russia. Russian cross-border attacks. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky has repeatedly asked Western allies to approve the use of their weapons to strike targets inside Russia, inciting that doing so could turn the tide of war.
Yes, and turn the tide of war, you know, some serious war is gonna happen, man, if that happens. And they've been striking targets inside of Russia, man. They've been striking targets inside of Russia. Because America been poking the bear all long. Keep on supplying, you know. America, you have a lot of housing crisis in America, housing crisis in America right now. People can't even get food banks running out, and them sending money to Ukraine to supply weapons. See? And all of that. See?
Lavrov warned the West against entertaining Kiev's requests. We have long been hearing these speculations about allowing the use of an only Storm Shadow, but also American long-range missiles. By the way, some anonymous source in Washington said that such work is being done. Ukraine's request is being viewed in a generally positive light, he said. This is blackmail. This is an attempt to pretend that the West wants to avoid excessive escalation, but in reality, this is deceit. The foreign minister continued. The West does not want to avoid escalation. The West is asking for it, and it seems to me that this is already obvious to everyone.
The scripture said the Most High gonna wake up what? The spirit of the kings of the Medes. And by doing this, what the West do? Then I wake up the spirit of the kings of the Medes, man. Then because them basically have forced the war on Russia via Ukraine. See? And I know Zelensky are really hawks to do it. The West themselves want it to be done. Because we all know Zelensky is our it's a puppet man. See? He's just a side man for the Western ally. Yeah?
Says we are now confirming once again that playing with fire and they are like small children playing with matches is a very dangerous thing for grown-ups, uncles and aunts who are entrusted with nuclear weapons in one or another Western country. He added, Americans unequivocally associate conversations about the Third World War as something that, God forbid, if it happens, will affect Europe exclusively. Pentagon Press Secretary Major General Patrick Ryder told reporters during a new conference on Tuesday that Washington's policy on Ukraine's use of American supplied missiles had not changed. We don't even have to go any further about it. It's a good article.
Yeah. And that spells war. That spells war. See? But we all know that, hey, this is not where the real war is gonna kick off. Because the real war is gonna kick off down there in the Middle East. Yeah, the real world war. The real World War III is gonna be in the Middle East. But guess what? This is just eating up things. See? For the Russians, them get angry. They come at these Western countrymen, especially America. See? Scripture tells us them are gonna go up against the annual villages. Yeah.
It's Jeremiah 51 verse 11 said, May it bright the harrows, gather the shields. The Lord had raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes for his devices against Babylon to destroy it, because it is a vengeance of the Lord.
And the kings of the Medes are who today? The Medes are who? The Medes are dwelling, the Russians are in the land of the Medes today, man. So the kings of the Medes today are the Russians. Vladimir Putin and all the top men, even Lavrov, as him a part of the kings of the Medes. See? The defense minister. When next one Dmitry Medvedev. All of these men. Them are the kings of the Medes. Because them always come out and say, look here, Medvedev come out and said, America gonna burn and all the concrete them are gonna melt. Yeah. And that's scriptural. As scripture says, everything are gonna burn with fervent heat. So the Lord will raise up the spirit of the kings of the Medes. That's why the Lord having the West are supplying Ukraine with military and to continue to keep poking the bear. For the bear to get angry to strike. See? But we know that this thing will roll off until you know the mandatory implementation of what? The CIP, which is the MOTV. See? That's what we're waiting on, man. But events gonna take place for that to push. That's what we said. Klaus Schwab, then, and the minions them are plan things before the election comes. See? So you can look out for anything. Probably election call off to the things that are gonna come down. Yeah?
It is the vengeance of the Lord, the vengeance of his temple.
It is the vengeance of the Lord. Is it? Whose vengeance is it? Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. He says, vengeance is mine. I will repay. I will recompense. See? So everything is up to the Lord, man. You want to pray some back?
So Isaiah 30, so the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustered those of the battle.
The Lord of hosts mustered those of the battle. See? As all of these weapons are getting placed. The ICBMs, missiles, see? I get ready for fire. See, now who are the one who put the spirit on these men for it? The Lord, Yahweh Bashem Shine, of course, muster the host of the battle. The Lord is the one who have put the spirit on them to get ready to go to battle. Yeah?
they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord, the weapons of his indignation.
Hey, talking about them ICBM missiles, man. They come from a far country. That's why they are called intercontinental ballistic missiles. Because them fire from one end of the earth, even to another. Even the Lord and his weapons, because these are the Lord's army. See? Because the Lord said him do what? Him create the Smith. So him create the Smith, which is the modern day scientist today. All these scientists will make these weapons, ICBM, see? Give them the knowledge to split the atom, see? So them can bring forth that instrument to destroy where? The land of America. And even destroy them each other with them. See? Because with the Lord's purpose. See? So even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation. Because when these missiles fire during that time, the Lord is gonna appear at the same time to deliver his elect, man. Yeah? Continue.
So even the Lord and the weapons of the indignation destroy the whole land.
To destroy the whole land of where? America. That's Babylon. Mr. Babylon the Great. Daughter of Babylon. Spiritual Egypt and Sodom. See? The Lord is gonna destroy the whole land. Yeah? Continue.
So only for the day of the Lord is at hand shall come as a destruction from the Almighty.
Yes, the day of the Lord is at hand, it shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. See? And the scripture tell you about it. I will see where that destruction is being prepared. In the article where the actors bring out, show you that you know, Ukraine is asking for permission to fire long-range missiles into Russia. All of these things, man. So these are part of the day of the Lord being prepared, man. What's going on down in the Middle East right now? See? With Israel, Iran, Hezbollah. See? Them firing at each other day by day. See? But we're waiting for the day until Iran make that attack on Israel, man. That's when Israel make the attack on it and Iran. Because that time hell is gonna pop loose, man. Yeah?
Behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger.
The day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger. Yeah. Hey, you think about when you hear about something cruel, man, you have to think pictures. See? You see how devastating it's gonna be. When the prophets them say, like Israel said, woe is me, woe is me. Who shall deliver me in those days? See? You must know the visions them when you see. See? How terrible things are gonna look on the earth when them things start up. Yeah? We've been seeing some terrible things, and but nothing like what is to come. Yeah. Continue.
And he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it, for the stars of heaven, the constellations thereof, shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in its going forth, and the moon shall not cause their light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil.
The Lord said, I'm going to punish the world for their evil. That's why in the second Ezra, he say, I'm going to bring plagues upon the world. Sword, famine, death, and destruction. See? For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and the earthful works are fulfilled. See? So that's why the Lord said, I'm going to punish the world for their evil, man. See? And the Lord will punish you with the world of Edom. East of Edom, man. Plus 2/3 of our people. And the rest of them Edens, man. Yeah?
The Icomany stage.
Yeah.
The Cosmos stage. The Bunch.
Yeah.
So I will cause the arrogance of the proud to cease. I will lay low the
arrogance of the proud. Who is the proud upon the earth, man? Yeah, we hear about the pride of Moab. See? And we know about too. Edom. Edom is the proudest thing, man. You know, even though, you know, more really show up for them pride more. When them show them pride, well, guess what? But the proudest man on the planet is who? Esau Edom. Because he might have wanted to tell himself so he can't get taken down. Yeah? That's the one to tell himself. So he can't get thrown down, he can't get brought down. But the Lord is going to take you down, man. Got it out?
Huh? So I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
Yeah, talking about the elect men.
Before this place get thrown down.
Can.
Both men and women are gonna see who's the prize men.
Right, yeah, can.
Who was the servants of Yahweh Shemawashiach Yahushai? You understand? All these things gonna happen, and it's gonna happen in rapid succession.
Right.
See, because the Lord don't fall short on his promises, and that's a promise right there. You know, and as the scriptures are like, the proud shall be stubble.
Yeah.
So after that, then you're gonna see the burning of many men. You know, and it's gonna happen fast, man. This kingdom is gonna go down, you know, in such a way that has never been seen before. You know, the total annihilation of nuclear missiles, which, you know, the Lord has split the atom. Because when you go back to Isaiah 13, he speaks about the Lord destroying Babylon as he did Sodom and Gomorrah before. So we know that the Lord has split the atoms and got rid of those 5 cities. But this time he had given the technology or the knowledge or the know-how to these devils to put it in the form of missiles and to get the job done. The Lord's a terrible God, man. You know, he can be very merciful, but he can also be very destructive. You have to understand. Yeah, he can be great, as the brother just said. You know, he can be very terrifying. You know, the scripture says, terror shall make him afraid on every side. Because in reality, the Most High Yahweh Shemawashiach is the king of terror. He knows how to get, you know, people trembling. You know? Go ahead.
God, yeah.
Jump down to verse 17. Jump to verse 17. So behold, I will stir the Medes against them. You shall not regard silver.
And that's what is happening now. The Medes are being stirred up. See? You see what's going on in Ukraine? By the Russians and the Ukrainian soldiers going at it, man. A lot of Ukrainian soldiers died by the hands of the Russians. See? So the Lord has stirred up the Medes.
I think there's a report saying that a lot of American CIA agents are being alive in Ukraine right now.
Good.
Saying a lot of American soldiers got cut down in Ukraine right now. Because what you have to understand, you know, yes, Rasta, respect. At first, they call it the Russian military. Their main focus wasn't to analyze basically their Slavic brothers. You know, but circumstances, you know, made me what I am. That's the case. No, and even so, when the English-speaking soldiers come over and started to do what they're doing in Russia, so like for example, Brother Shapar and I used to watch these wars in Ukraine back in 2014. And it was nothing new. We used to watch man taking up dead bodies and stuff and throwing it up on trucks and stuff like that. I was, oh shit, the teeth out, whatever, head gone, whatever. We used to watch them wars on YouTube because they used to bring feeds of it showing real things that's happening in Ukraine. No?
Man, they got the video on camera, man.
Yeah, they have the GoPro and stuff on them. And we remember they used to capture even certain soldiers and march them through certain streets. And people try to get a beat off of them. Sometimes the soldiers have to shield them. You know, the Crimeans must say, yo, why would I do this to you? We are not brother, whatever. You know, fast forward. Oh, but then they had captured a lot of American and British soldiers. And it's the same thing now. So Russia knew the plan. Russia understood perfectly that, look, in this war, it's not going to be just them Ukrainians. You know, it's gonna be NATO allies, and we're gonna have to defend ourselves and our territory against NATO. Because Ukraine is nothing to Russia. You understand? Ukraine is really nothing. The Ukrainian military has already been zeroed, deleted already. See, it's other people. So it's the same thing 2024.
Done.
But as the brother said, they just keep on poking the bear, and getting the bear rogues to be a guard unto these nations. That's the reason why you have President Putin coming out saying that, look, for all of you that are being troubled by the West, Mother Russia is open unto you. See? That's prophecy, that's Ezekiel the 38th chapter, right there before your eyes, man. Continue the scripture.
And we know that Putin is also a Edomite, and that's using his cunningness. Yeah.
We will have certain needs against them. We shall not regard silver. That's what gold.
Respect. Every time.
And you know why them not gonna regard silver and gold? Then, because you have them killing, deleting their Slavic brothers, man. So when they're ready, when the Lord put the real spirit on them to go on America, man, them not gonna spare nothing.
These countries just tired of America.
Yeah.
See all these policies that America have been driving on the throats of these countries now. These countries are tired. Like for example, every trade we make, we have to give you a cut of whatever trade we make. But at the same time, you're robbing us. See, the fact that we hold your bonds and you're printing money, having us losing constantly, you're robbing us.
Printing money
You have your SWIFT system, and if we don't use your SWIFT system, it's a problem. Plus, you weaponize your dollar. You know, you put what you call it? Sanctions.
Sanction and countries.
On countries when we don't want to work with your ideology, which is gonna put us in a greater pit. So these nations are looking at the West like, look, we are tired of you, man.
I said, Habakkuk 2 said, tell it perfectly, man. Because it increased that which is not his. Yeah? Continue.
Behold, I will stir the Medes against them. They shall not regard silver. As for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity in the fruit of the womb.
Yeah, the bows are going to dash the young men to pieces, talking about them missiles. Dashing the young men to pieces, have no pity on the fruit of the womb. They're not going to spare children. Not even children not going to spare. Not even the baby in the belly. A pregnant woman. At that time, when these things fire, nothing them not going to have mercy upon them. See? The missiles are not feeling it. They're not remorse. They're not. See? And whosoever fire them, the Lord are going to put down, are going to harden them hard. To just fire them. Yeah?
Their bows also shall dash young men to pieces. They shall have no pity in the fruit of the womb. And shall not spare children. It says, and Babylon, glory of kingdoms, beauty of the Chaldeans, excellency, shall be when as Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yes. So as the ark bring out earlier, so Babylon, which is America, are going to be like what the Lord overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Because the Lord did it. As the ark said, the Lord did split the atom and destroy them 5 cities. See? So the Lord give them the know-how, the knowledge, how to do it, put it in the missile, see? How to fire it over there, and they're going to burn America with the firemen. See? That's how the Lord are going to destroy America. See? Through the rest of these countries. That's why even them own NATO allies are going to turn on them. See? Because them are fine one say, if we go war with these Russians again, or war with these Russians, it's going to be very detrimental unto us. So why not just war with the man cross the free so and spear free land? See? That's what the Lord has put spirit on them to do. The Lord put in them heart to the mind. See? We spoil what? The war and burn her with fire, man. Yeah?
This is Ezekiel 38 verse 1, and the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against God, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him.
Lord said we prophesy against him. So we're not out here because the year we say Russia is gonna destroy America or whatever, man. We're not out here defending Russia. We're out here prophesying what the scripture is saying is going to happen. See? The Lord said prophesy against it. So we're prophesying against the Russians also. See? Because Yahushua is the one who's gonna be exalted at the end of the day. When all this come to pass.
And say, thus said the Lord, power, behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws.
The Lord says against you Russians. Don't feel like, you know, that you devils are Edomites. That eat same way. As racism is big in Russia as well. You know, you don't like us. You can imagine if them Russian soldiers get to go in and black America, just using the word black for example.
Yeah.
They're gonna do all that their art have been imagined, because you have to understand, you know, you have to remember that ultimately it's all about the promise that was made to our four parents, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they have the seed of Esau, which had sold their birthright. They want the birthright. See what you think Russia or them Russians would want to know that, you know, America go down and then they're gonna go into slavery? Now, it's not gonna happen, man. It won't happen. It will never happen.
Gone.
See, their thing is to further their empires or their goal. And that's the reason why the law is against you Russians as well.
That's right.
Russia itself was the part of the transatlantic slave trade as America did. But they are Edomites, man. They were a part of it.
Gone.
You know?
And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thine armies, horses and horsemen,
Gone.
all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields.
They call it Project Paperclip, when they had took the German scientists and brought some to Russia and some to America after World War II. The Heavenly Father basically had used them Russians to invest some serious amount of money in their weaponry. And like for example, the Russians understood perfectly that America's strong point was in the air in World War II. So therefore they invested heavily in surface to air missiles in order to combat the American or NATO air forces, man.
Yeah.
Which that they came up with the S missile series, the S-100, 200, 300, 400, 500. These are highly sophisticated missiles that rarely miss a target. The S-300 is a boss in the air, man. The S-300 is as proud as the eagle. You know, the S-300, you can say that, because the S-300 rarely miss. You know, but when the intercontinental ballistic missiles does fire, none of them will miss. They will all hit the appropriate target.
Done.
Go ahead.
Company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords, Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya.
Right, so the Iranians, you understand, which is Persia. And we know Ethiopia and Libya. We see what America have done to Libya under the clipping of Gaddafi. We see what Libya has become. Libya has never come back to its natural, or shall I say, the state that it was in before. You understand? That's because of these devils. So right now, these companies or these allies of nations, their main objective is to get rid of the war. Like for example, you have them Iranians, which are Persians. They are Shemitic. Yeah, they're Elamites. Yeah, they're Shemitic, and then you have. Hold on. No, my bad.
Elamites,
Elam, Hashem. Yeah. The Saudi Arabians. Yeah. There's Ishmaelites, which are Shemitic as well. They don't like each other. Man. They don't like a bone in each other. But now 2024, you have seen where they are working for a greater cause because now Iran is a part of the BRICS countries, man. See? So what they have done, they have learned how to put what's the word I'm looking for? Their major differences aside for a greater cause, and that greater cause is to fuel the West, man, economically. You know? That's the goal of these combined nations.
Russia and China make sure you're talking.
And these them two countries that brother mentioned up there at the head.
Done.
You know, in ensuring, steering, you know, all this all them BRICS that started out Brazil, India, China, Brazil, Russia, India and China and South Africa. Yeah, that's it, BRICS. Their ultimate goal is to get America out the way. And through the Spirit of the Lord it's happening. That's the reason why we know that we have to go to World War III. Because America box is being pushed to the wall. And now because they're like wild boars being attacked by mongrels, like 6-7 mongrels, and his back is now against some rocks. So he's gonna have to attack very soon. Very, very soon. You know? Go ahead.
Dollar die. God Almighty, dollar die.
Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togomer of the North Quarters.
Yeah, Turkey's done with the what call it? NATO. You know?
And that's a big loss for NATO because
Turkey is like the biggest army.
The second biggest army in NATO.
In NATO.
America the biggest army.
In Europe. In the Europe area, up over there. See, even though Turkey is up in Asia, really, but all over there in the East, Turkey is the biggest army over there. We're in NATO. See, so Turkey should have been a major player in supporting the American agenda, which no, that's not the case because Turkey is against America. Turkey is against America. See? And we see what happened when Turkey rejected 2 other European countries in being a part of NATO. We see what took place. They got a major earthquake. Estimated 36,000 people died. And then we see one of Turkey major ministers coming out saying they know what happened. Basically they know who did it.
Good. So the cause them be
hate the war again.
The war more.
Yeah.
Togomer of the North Quarters, all of them. All his bands, and many people with thee, be thou prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them.
Yeah, so Russia is going to be a guard unto them because Russia has made it known, you know, Russia for the past couple of years, even with the African thing, whatever. What's the country in Africa name where they say, oh, we don't need America, we want Russia? Niger,
Burkina Faso.
Yeah, right. Russia basically has shown them, look, we're a nuclear power to be reckoned with. You understand? It's not like we're just talking of the capabilities to back our actions. Plus, Putin is been making precision strikes with excellent decisions, you know, in playing this geopolitical warfare. You know, using, you know, showing, yeah, the West to be the aggressor against Russia and his allies,
and that's been
by using their media platforms, not only depending on the West, because You have to understand that in times of war, information is key. Whatever information is that's been put out in the open is key. So you have to come, and that was America made a strong point in World War II as well. You know, the people over here in the West was mostly hearing the American media. Well, Russia to combat that. Yeah. Plus you have the TikTok, you have the Instagram, whatever. Especially the TikTok. TikTok is a non-US owned domain, basically, that they wanted to lock down and to regulate on their behalf. Because all these key information is being brought out on these platforms.
And Telegram, huh? Telegram are one of the main things, because them arrest the Telegram pass the other day. We won't have the Telegram. Because they must have boy them involved in a criminal activity on the network. But them are out. But that's not the thing, man. Because people been coming out and saying that it's because the informations that are coming out on Telegram, the West are trying to lock it down. See? Yeah.
When call it infodemic. Info. This one look it up to infodemic. Right?
Yeah, this infodemic from an infodemic is too much information, including false or misleading information in digital or physical environments during a disease outbreak.
Yeah, this is so the call is an infodemic. Even with what is taking place in geopolitics, you know, then you have puppets like Kanju coming out speaking about too much information going out and people that listen to credible sources. The other day there was a conversation or argument going around that the Jamaica, they find oil in Jamaica and waters, whatever. And I think it was Shapar who said this, and I was looking to it, even though I wasn't saying anything. I was looking to it that actually makes sense when he was saying that, you know, maybe it's the government put that information out there for people to run with. You know, that they can say, look, you're listening to other people, when the Minister of Energy himself didn't come out and say that we found oil, whatever.
Because they're one big thing, man.
Exactly, it was, and as the brother started out the lesson, it was a major distraction. You know, because a lot of people get caught up in the whole point. Oh, we try to make a fight oil and we not get the money off of it because whatever. See? So in this time, whatever information is being fed to the public, you know, once it's truth, here's a saying, I think the apostles always bring it out, in times of war.
Roosevelt, I want them to quote it.
Quote it, yeah. I want them to quote it, like, in times of war, truth is something another. See? Very, one of them devils, man. Yeah? That's the time we're living in, man. Yeah?
Winston Churchill.
That's it. Bring it up.
So in wartime, truth is so precious that she should always be attended by a bodyguard of life.
That she should always be attended by a bodyguard of life. So you can imagine this information that we're putting out to the public. We're going to have a time when you're going to have to clamp down on this information and circle it with lies. Whether AI generated lies, because you know they have the technology and the capabilities to have our frames and put us out here wheresoever we are and our mouths moving saying what we never even did say. You understand? And then they're going to show it to the regular people and they're going to say, yes, we see it. We see it. You know, that's the reason why in the times ahead we're gonna have to step out a big faith, not looking to Esau for answers or help, because we know what we say, and what we say is in the scriptures. We're gonna have to have the same mindset as Yahushua. Yahushua say, I speak in the openly in the synagogues, you know, in the temple, you know, speak openly. Today I will speak up where we need to hide behind anything to speak. We're not even
we're not actually going to storm the park. The miracles don't work or whatever.
can't say we speak open. See, what scripture?
Very quick one. It's Zechariah 8, verse 16. So these are the things that ye shall do. He shall speak ye every man the truth to his neighbor, and execute judgment of truth and peace in your gates.
Exactly. Speak truth, and that's a law. But Esau is not of the law. You know? He's a man that despises the law. Anti-law. You know? As the brother says, he's anti-law. See me? And bring up his own ridiculous laws. So you can imagine to get one law, you have to read 10 pages. Yeah. 10 pages of information to get one law.
And righteous decrees.
It doesn't make any sense. 10 pages more compact than the Bible with words.
Yeah.
Not in understanding, but with words. You know? You read the law, it tell you whatever. You know?
Isaiah 10 verse 1 says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that right grievousness which they have prescribed.
They have write these things, pass it, send it in Congress, whatever. So that means it has been passed, and there is two major laws that was passed under the Obama administration that will be in effect very soon. That's the NDAA and the NDRP. See, these laws that was prescribed as the power to remove resources, whatever it seems as resources from the people, and NDAA has the right to bring forth a state of emergency or martial law in times of war and also in times of peace. If for whatever time that they deem to be a time of threat or a time of whatever, you know. Since these laws was already prescribed, and it's on the books now for years, and it's going to be used very soon, because they have ensured that these laws have removed Congress out the way. That the Prime Minister can be the dictator, you know, can be the Caesar over the people. And we know that the Caesar take orders from the shadow government. You know, go ahead.
Isaiah, Psalm 37 verse 12 says, the wicked plotted against the just and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming.
Yeah, their days are coming. Their days are numbered. Yet a point is bound that it cannot pass. And it's coming rapidly. And that's the reason why they're doing so much, because they never know that they have a short time. Go ahead.
The wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy, and to slay such as be of upright conversation.
And that's the elect. That's the elect. You tell us who else out here still standing stiff for the names of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Only the elect. Go ahead.
Their sword shall enter into their own ark, and their bow shall be broken.
It shall be broken. See, because ultimately all that they're doing is to bring down themselves. And it's going to be made known. They're going to understand when they are gathered together in the pits that all that they have done was to get them out of power. Yeah, they're going to know.
Job 18 and verse 5 says, Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine.
Yeah, and it's going to be put out very, very soon. Very, 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 very soon, man. See? Their knowledge that they have is going to be taken. And scripture don't say the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, and they're not wise. They're not wise. What man would pollute the very oxygen that you have to breathe in? See? These are the reasons why we know that you're the devil. Right?
The step of his strength shall be strengthened, and his own counsel shall cast him down.
His own counsel shall cast him down. So all them traps that you're trying to set for the people, especially Jake, you know, this the new system, the transhumanism, you name it. All these counsels that you've been doing, ultimately is gonna get you killed. You Edomites. It's gonna get you all shackled up and thrown into pits for many days. As the scripture says.
For he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare. The jinn shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against him.
And the robber shall prevail against him, right?
The snare is laid for him in the ground.
Yes, so we ain't scared. As the brother Rocker said to me in 2017, bro. Don't what a situation. The brother said, don't be afraid of the process. He said, don't fear the process. Fear your how much and your strength. You know, I never forgot that, man. That was 2017. You know, the brother said, don't fear the process. Fear your how much and your strength. Yeah, go ahead.
And a trap from him that is walk, that is in the way, slacker. And a trap for him in the way. Terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet.
Yeah, because he's going to be terrified. He thought that through using his witchcraft and stuff like that, everything would be good. But that's not the case. He's going to be terrified. Terror shall make him afraid on every side. You know, when he realized that all that he's doing is to get rid of himself. What?
His strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side. It shall devour the strength of his skin, even firstborn of death shall devour his strength.
What?
His counsel shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the king of terrors.
Yeah, because Yahweh is the king of terror. See all them witches. You have this one really entertain as a little power with this Edomite. This witch always have on black. All these witches, all these high level witches, man, these magi's, man, these Chaldeans that you seek counsel to, you know, forgetting certain answers. All they themselves gonna need answers. You know? Because yeah, exactly, because the Lord's gonna as the brother can come and said again, say all these things work till it one day it stop. So all these familiar spirits that you've been seeking counsel from and you're getting certain answers, one day they're just not gonna answer you anymore. And it's when they just don't answer anymore, then you're gonna be in straits. Then you're gonna be in straits. You're gonna find yourself in a position of difficulty and you can't come out of it. Any attack. Go ahead.
It shall dwell in his tabernacle, because it is not of his brimstone, shall be searched upon his habitations. His root shall be dried up, beneath and above shall his branch be cut off.
Yes, your children won't be satisfied with bread. They themselves will go in captivity. The old among you, so long as they live, they're going to go in captivity. Are we going to have the power? We can take you from old to young. Make it strong again. Yeah, you know? You never know. You never know. What?
His remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the street.
So after 1,000 years, we get rid of you all. There'll come a time when we're gonna be like, certainly we didn't know some people one time. What did name again? It just vanished out the head. Because at that time we're gonna be at one with the hurt. Everything's gonna be at peace. You know? We never hear a shark rip off with no JK out of sea or like that. We never hear them stuff there. No. It's gonna be perfect. You know, and our righteousness will be first nature. Not second nature, it will be first nature. You know, the lives that we live, it's gonna be first nature. Go ahead.
Psalm 60 and verse 16 says, but unto the wicked, Yahweh said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, and that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, seeing thou hatest instruction.
Yeah, these men hate instruction. These men hate instructions. Go ahead.
And casteth my words behind thee, when thou sawest a thief, then consented with him, and I be partakers with adulterers.
Yeah, because these men love wickedness, they love evil, they love lies. They're not for truth. We are for truth. And that's true. Can't imagine just because we come up here and speak the truth. We are on a slaughter's list. Enemy, yeah, we become the enemy of these men because we are telling you the truth. See, and a lot of the times the things that we brought up is what you bring up. You understand? Your pride, you know, that deceives you, make you speak certain things that we just come and show you, say, see, you just said this, but before you even said that, the scripture just said this. That's all. But no, we become your enemy because of that. Go ahead.
It says, thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit.
Yeah, there's gonna come a time when these what should we call it? These officials at these police gonna get an order to get us off the street and stuff like that. Why? Because of the truth. Now, if you leave it up to the regular people, they look at us like madmen and just, you know, kill them, or we just rate them or whatever. But these people don't see us as threat, because it's not like we have a gun or a knife or we walk with or it has been reported any attack like we have raped anybody or been out here trying to doing any hurt or any wrong with anybody or any violent act, as the brother said. All we do is just bring out the Bible. And even so we bring out the Bible, still have people say we get God. But constantly, 3 times a week, you know, we bring out the Bible. What the information is in the Bible, matching it with current events. That's how we do. But they don't know, these people don't know what is at stake because they're dead up here in the mind. You understand? These devils that are in the rulership, they know what is at stake. They understand the promises that was made to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And the fact that they have sold their birthright and they cannot get it back, though their father seek it by tears. Now is their time to lose it, and that's why Yahweh said, behold, I see Satan fall like lightning from heaven. These are prophecies, man. I did not talk about the spiritual demon that speak about the so-called white man. They are about to come out of their rulership. And the rulership that will take effect as they come out is us, not China. Yeah? Not those monkeys, man. We are going to be in rulership. As it don't look that way to the regular people, because the regular people don't have hope. But we understand how it's gonna happen. It is gonna be done by the Lord, man. He's gonna deliver us, just as how He delivered us out of Egypt, ancient Egypt, and set us up. He's gonna deliver us again the second time, yeah, and give us a kingdom which shall never be left to any other people.
Right.
You understand? Go ahead.
Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thou slanderest thine own mother's son.
That's us. These Edomites slander us against our people, man, to the Most High. You see, who are the Edomites, the so-called white man? Who are the Israelites? Who are us, Jacob, the so-called niggers, Latinos, Native American Indians? We are the people of God. We are scattered among the 4 corners of the earth, man, which basically is a fulfillment of prophecy. Deuteronomy 28 verse 64, the Lord is going to scatter us among all people. So you're going to have some of us looking like Chinese, some of us looking like the Assyrian, some of us looking all different ways. Yeah? That's the reason why the Lord said let the wheat and the tear grow together until the time of harvest. Go ahead.
These things hast thou done, and I kept silent. Those thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself.
Yeah, because the Lord don't do a thing at the same time you feel like he was with you. But he's not. But you have to remember this, that 1 day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as a day. So while 1,000 years on the earth, that's 1 day to the Lord, man. So when you do your evil acts, you think that you get where you haven't gotten away, because that's like milliseconds to your lifetime, man. Yeah, a second or 2 minutes to your lifetime. You don't get away. See, you haven't gotten away. Go ahead.
But I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes.
The Lord says he's going to reprove you, man, and he's going to set us in order, and this is the order. See, I remember like back in 2014, you have these two elder ladies, man, used to be at the park with us every morning, like 2013, 2014, every Saturday morning. And they asked a very significant question. Yo, respect. They asked a very, very significant question. How is it that you guys get so much young men to be in one place, orderly, and going through the Bible? And we have to be saying to them that, look, that is not of us. See, this is the calling of the Lord, man. See, because we all come from different walks of life. Some of us knew some of us from before, some of us didn't. But so much the scriptures go out and we hear the calling and we say, oh shit, this makes sense. And then you start to resonate with the spirit, and by resonating with the spirit, then you start to act upon it. And by acting upon it, you start to move with faith. And that faith is what drives you to be out here, to be, standing, for the name of the Lord, man. So we ain't doing this thing in vain. It's just that the regular man cannot see it because it wasn't given to the regular man. So we understand that perfectly. This is for the elect. At one point, people used to think that we just come up out of the blue and just do this by ourselves. Like, nah, we're all over the world. We are all over the world. You're witnessing the final prophets, man, according to the dispensation of time. This is the final prophets you will ever see. The final ones that you will ever see. Because after our teachings, then the kingdom will come, man. We're telling you, the kingdom will be here on earth. Not up in the heavens. It's going to be here on earth, man. As it is written, the meek shall inherit the earth. Yeah? That will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So it's going to be here on the earth. Go ahead.
This is Joel 3 and verse 7 says, behold, I will rise them out of the place whither ye have sold them.
Right? So we have been sold like in the Americas, man. See? The Lord says he's going to rise them up out of the place which we have been sold in slavery. Go ahead. No.
I will remember and return your recompense upon your own head.
Yeah, so he's going to return all that you have done to his chosen people upon your head. That's why Burning Spears to sing, do you remember the days of slavery? These people don't remember slavery. You can't even tell them anything about slavery because they have been so brain dirt, because that's not been washed. When you wash something, it has been made clean. Yeah. These people have lost it up the mind. To forgive and forget, but you still won't forgive your brother that did you some harm. You like your actual Israelite brother, but you won't forgive the devil. When he is the one that has been sitting up on the riches for centuries, for years, showing himself that he is God, and about to bring into another sophisticated type of slavery where you become digital slaves. Instilling microchips below your skin and implanting these devices on your brain where they control your soul. And you might say, but that is madness, but go and look it up. That's what Elon Musk and Neuralink and these other companies been doing to people. There are videos out there where them install this technology on men, install it on monkey, having monkey playing games and shit. See, then you have Klaus Schwab, this big Satanist with him with this, how you call it, this devil voice coming out speaking about the fourth industrialized revolution, which is to merge men with machines. All these things are out in the open. It's nothing secret. Right. But because you are so caught up in the system of entertainment, which entertainment basically goes back to entrapping the mind, to keep the mind focused from the truth of something that is happening. That's what entertainment is. You're not seeing it because you're not vigilant, yeah? Vigilant and hurt to see these things, man. So when shit starts to hit the fan, no one's gonna be innocent, because we have done the research, we have spent the time to come out here and bring out this information freely. Go ahead.
1 Thessalonians 5 verse 1. So what of the times and of the seasons, virgin, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourself know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
But why? Why did the day of the Lord cometh as a thief in the night? See? Because a man gonna say, well, from your little picnic, from my granny days, and me say, gotta come back. But guess what? This good, because there's hope coming up. But which of your grandparents or great-grandparents could have broken down the scriptures, showing you precept by precept, line by line, here a little, there a little, and also from the scriptures show you, yeah, the things that it speak about in their time? They could have not. Because the prophecy of the mark of the beast, if you ask them, what is the mark, they cannot tell you. What is the beast, they could never tell you. We are the ones that tell you what is the mark and what is the beast.
Right.
Yeah, and we explain this thing word by word, you know, with all the necessary information that would bring out the way we call it, the importance of the thing. We are the ones that did that. So when you hear we tell us, say yes, we are now in the time when the mark of the beast is gonna be made mandatory, you know, and stuff like that. We know exactly what we are saying, because we can get something in the actual that's taking place right now and match it back with the scriptures. Your foreign parents couldn't do that. So that's why when we tell you that this time is the end, we are not just speaking because we have a mouth. We are speaking because the Lord has given us the understanding of these prophecies. You understand? We know it. You know?
Verse 2 again. For you know, for yourself know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
Yeah, which Jake, you should be sure, man. See? But you know why? You know why is destruction gonna catch a mass majority of your as a thief in the night? Because you're looking at us like, oh, them madman, we're broke with them now. You're not looking at the information or looking at what we're doing from the standpoint of these men that are higher calling. See? Because you're not spiritual. So you take light of it. And I keep on saying this every time I come out here. The things that we often speak about are things that are affecting you in your daily lives. Like how the state of the economy. You know what people are crying about, the inflation on goods right now in Jamaica? And for some reason, I'm not seeing no cry, you know, of the people to the government or to explain to them why is it that we have to be paying so much money for goods now that we even get less. Right now, the Rhino tanks where them have to store water, the one that we used to sell as 1,000 gallon and 800 gallon, if you go there now, you're going to see 800 gallon stick up on a 1,000 gallon stick up on a 800 gallon tank. See? Them call it shrinkflation. You're paying more for less. You're paying more for less. All these things that we're speaking of, it's affecting each and every one. How much your bread? What's your 5 pound bread? What's your 5? What's your 5? 1,000. Yeah, I could remember when like a 5 pound bread was like $250. How we reach $1,000 right now for a 5 pound bread?
And basically, since the appointment to this minister to the IMF, they've been talking about that we have more inflation, the devaluation basically.
Devaluation, yeah.
The devaluation of the dollar, more devaluation of the dollar. Basically, going to take place, and that will reflect on things that they purchase. So more and more, you get to the space. As I'm basically speaking about, things are basically happening. Jake just look past. You know what I mean? I say, oh, just another thing. Look at the very fact that, man, we have frequent earthquakes, man. You get them things normal thing, man?
But I'm pretty
just warning now that there's a major earthquake to come. You think this thing is just random? It's not random, man. Lord speak of this, but Jake always try to find some dumbass excuse why them shouldn't look at these things as something important, man. Yeah? Something out of the ordinary happen and man don't care to find out why.
Now think, you're using brain.
You know what I mean? Hey, scripture say Jake sought his children, man.
Why is to do evil?
Stupid, man. Yeah? And every day them talk about do the maths. You're not doing the maths, man. Because simple things that them think they can't put one on one together and say, so this equal to 2.
And even if I can't get the final answer, actually something spark in your brain say, boy, something that makes sense.
Yeah.
Where you can actually go try seek answers so somebody actually know. Jake not doing that. But there's this spirit of complacency and normalcy bias on the people that they just live, trying to adjust themselves to whatever situation that comes by.
You're frogs, man.
Yeah.
Frogs in boiling water, man. That's what frogs do, man. Hey, you put them in water and slowly turn up the temperature and the water get warmer. As the water get warmer, them adjust to the temperature of the water. Die until they finally cook, man.
Yeah.
And that's how niggers out here stay. Every little thing will happen. They must adjust themselves to it. Here, there's an event that took place from 2020, and niggers will go back to La La Land.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not even try to question what was all this about.
Plus,
locking your house, things like that never happened there before, man. They lock you down.
Plus, gradually that has been creeped up on the people again.
Yeah.
Right now, in 2024, we are here about what I'm calling when them say boy like in Massachusetts, they all agreed that they
finding a lockdown.
Mosquito like when they lock down the mosquito can't go in their house. You understand? If that was the case. See? But the regular people don't even know that. Right. They don't even know that because they're not for the truth, man. Hey, morally, Negroes I don't watch things morally falling apart, man. You watch the Olympics and see a bunch of faggots performing for the Olympics, man, and you feel like, it's gonna be well. Good gosh, man, they're trying to introduce, the woke culture to your kids, man. Bro, you can't watch a movie, brother. You can't watch a movie. When you make a mistake, say me go watch Deadpool. I want the worst thing. Good gosh, man. Things falling apart around niggers and niggers thinking that everything will be alright. Just want to be entertainment. In the next minute, we get some entertainment. That's what a nigger interested in. Only to be entertainment. Shit getting serious, and man just want to find the next way to have fun. Next party. What?
This Matthew 16, verse 2, it says, answered and said unto them, when it is evening, he said, it will be fair weather, for the sky is red, and in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and glory.
Right.
O ye hypocrites, you can discern the face of the sky, but can you not discern the sign of the time?
No, you can't discern the signs of the time. Man. These are time-specific events that basically transpiring, man. These are signs. What the geologists are saying? These are signs that there's a stress building up on our fault. So if he's expecting a major earthquake, we've been saying that before. We weren't hearing the geologists talk about it, man.
Years before we said that. Years.
You know what I mean?
When we said that, we didn't even know about it.
He must have said to the point, something like a Port Royal, they might expect.
Yeah. How long we say in Jamaica?
And trust me, man, even if you don't know shit, it's a Edomite, and they basically will tell you what they're gonna do.
Yeah, he saw that.
Yeah? You know? Maybe they don't know what the hell they're talking about, but guess what? They know that they're gonna hit displacements, they're gonna prepare you mentally. Say, look, it's natural, man. Hey, you know.
That will bring out a video today. You must say the elites in my plan to sink our island.
Jamaica place.
You know?
And right now, yes, I understand what they build up out there. Them say we not get none from Jamaica.
Yeah.
And them have Francine panelist now. Our next one.
Last earthquake is when? Tuesday. Another earthquake shake Tuesday.
Yeah, one down our west.
Yeah, down that side. Yeah? But hey, everything is okay. Let's go back to what I was doing. Don't pay attention to nothing. You know? I got to make some money.
They're gonna stop Lamar.
Yeah. You know, nothing to see here.
That's another
Not nowhere get damaged. Not nowhere
Good idea.
But I say thing going on.
As the scripture say, man, look, man, these are time-specific events basically happening, man. Not no random in our existence, man. Nothing at all is not random, man. Just like a computer program where the script is written, the movie where the script is written. These events are programmed as a part of an algorithm, you know what I mean, that will play out, man. There's none such thing as random happening, man. And these are time-specific events. Just like your regular time, you have certain signs and effects in regular time processes that happen, man. Just like for here, you have different seasons for the year, and every season you have visual evidence of what season is. You can have some effects that happen. During the winter, you know that it's gonna get cold. Certain places snow will fall.
certain fruits come out certain times.
Yeah, in the spring, you have fruits, you have plants basically start to, you know.
Show them new leaves.
Yeah.
But coming down for summer, where you can reap
Different
certain plants.
Different hours of the day. The sun casts a different shadow.
Yeah, different. Oh, yeah, exactly.
Lighting.
You know, when night comes, you're gonna see. These are visual effects and things you even feel to. So just like you have a cycle of time when it come on to a decade, you know what I mean? When it come down to a set, there are signs, specific signs that show you, it's a marker for sure, say, yo, we enter into this phase. Now we enter into a phase where a common ass nigga don't know. You know what I mean? Out here acting stupid, man. Wanna?
Matthew 24 verse 3 says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives,
right,
disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming?
Right, so you have signs to show when the coming of the Lord is near, man. Signs, specific things that will happen.
in a certain sequence or way where it never happened before in your lifetime. And you see, they keep saying on the news, oh, this is record breaking. This never happened since Ray. And hardly something will happen, you know. Yeah? First, somebody tell me first never happened. Since record I get kept, we never see so much rainfall. Since I be able to tell you, the winter they never get so cold. Since record I get kept.
The idea complete without the earth. It's never going to 24 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, I be the first time for a lot of things, man. And a man thinks say, yo, you know, this is just another thing where, you know, I just normal.
It's not. Volcano erupts all over.
Dopey. Show man. Why not?
And at the end of the world.
So there is an end, which basically the word there for world is age.
Yeah.
Yeah, come from the Greek eon, which means the end of a certain specific amount of years.
Uninterrupted rule.
So when an age comes to an end, there are specific things that transpire, man, as a marker to show you that, look, we are at that junction. You know, but hey, you know, ancient people going back to ancient times study the stars, them study certain cycles in order to know the greater function of time, man. Come up with them own calendar system and all type of something. I try to track time because, you know, time is basically, you know, you should know that time basically operates in cycle. Just like how every little minor part of time you can identify. Like, you know, say, 60 minutes make 1 hour. You know, so 24 hours according to them one day. Even though it kind of tweak up. Depends. You know, that thing that like Esau with him watch, but you know what I mean? But you know that when a week end, a new week start. That's a cycle. And for the weekends they have activities separately from the activities during the week. You can actually come out not knowing what day it is and can identify that you're on the weekend, man. Because of the effects that took place on the weekend. You know that, oh, Sunday, all right, everybody I cook rice and peas, I must Sunday this.
Yeah, slow.
Yeah? Nobody going to work. Those are the effects of the end of the week. And you're about to begin another work week where basically Monday morning, everybody are going to work, people are going to school and something. You see traffic and all them things. That say, those are effects of the beginning of a week. Now, what are the effects of the end of an age and the beginning of an age? That's what a nigga don't know. When scripture tell them, man,
and ask about Thanksgiving, you know me, I suffer big of myself. Strike at big of myself, you know me, I suffer big of myself. I'm talking about the real and blessed and say.
And you always answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you.
Right.
Many shall come in my name, saying, I am Mashiach, and shall deceive many. And each shall hear of wars and rumors of war.
Right, okay. So you have all type of false prophet out here right now, man. You know what I mean? You have them Christian pastors talking about them anointed and all them madness. You know that circle, you have all type of them things that are going right now. You can't witness them things right now. But apart from that, read the part again.
And he shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
What kind of war, man? There's a war going on in Gaza. Yeah? There's a war going on in Ukraine. Yemen involved in conflicts, man. Syria involved in conflict, man. Iran is about to enter into full-blown conflict, man. NATO, you know, making excuses one side of NATO actually, you know, not all NATO, but the American side of NATO, you know, the ones that agree with America, like Poland,
France.
you know, and France, you know, France kind of wishy-washy.
Yeah.
But further and further we go, World War III, like a hot shooting war, is more viable. Ukraine actually invade Russian soil with the help of the Western nations like America and all that. And look, when Russia is a nuclear power, man, they must stop playing all the games and stop pretending like a Ukraine alone involved in this thing, man. Very soon, they must like the whole Ukraine foolishness. We are going to who actually are dealing with this thing. Because the scripture said that too. The scripture tell you that they're going to come against America, man. They're going to come against the so-called Israelis, or the Israelite, so-called Israelite, like Middle East, the Israelis. And very soon, when that attack against Iran take place, that's it, man. That's it, man. And all the effects of a major war going to affect every country across the world, man. There is where we're at. There's no squashing. Oh, this all squash out. This all go water down. Nothing now go on. Oh, really? First of all, the reason for them having these conflicts right now show you that there's no turning back, but major escalation to a major war where nukes gonna be used, man. And guess what? The prophecies them in the Bible tell you about that. So there's no way this is gonna turn back, man. They weren't created to put in some museum somewhere. Remember that movie,
Here we go, that's good.
with Wesley Snipes and Sylvester Stallone, what's his name again?
Demolition Man.
Demolition Man. When them go down in our museum and them say all the weaponry on display.
Yeah.
Go on them.
Nukes, the Lord never give men the knowledge to make these nuclear weapons to put them in museum, man. They're gonna be used, man.
Right.
The Lord himself are gonna see to it, so them get used. Wanna?
Isaiah 54 and verse 16 said, behold, I have created the smith.
Right, so the scientists that basically split the atom, the Lord put that knowledge in his mind. The Lord put that wisdom in his mind how to create nuclear fusion. I say, buddy. Splitting the atom. Wisdom to split the atom come directly from the power and I. So the Lord said, look here, I have created the smith. Who was the smith in ancient time? The smith in ancient time is the man who make the weaponry, man. So the Lord create the man who make the sword, the javelin, the axe, the daggers, the arrows, specifically to make weaponry.
Yo.
So in modern times, the man who make weaponry in the modern times here now, the Lord create that man specifically to make weaponry to fulfill the works of the Lord, man. Continue.
Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire.
Right.
And that bringeth forth an instrument for his work.
Right.
And I have created the waster to destroy.
And this, in this case, the waster today is going to destroy me. Yeah? And it'll come by the means of what? Thermonuclear fire. So all out here, but embrace the wokeism, being tolerant. This place have gone down like Saddam, man. It's going down like Saddam. It's gonna be burnt by thermonuclear fire. That's
this place is Saddam.
yeah. What?
Psalm 216 verse 50 is that the fire is kindled and should not be put out to consume the foundation of the earth. So like as an arrow, the shot of a mighty archer.
Right, so that fire is going to come from the arrows, man. That's another name for nukes, missiles, an arrow. You know, a movie with John Travolta,
Broken Arrow.
when a nuclear missile was stolen, they called it a broken arrow. Because that's another name. A matter of fact, when I look at a missile, it actually carried the resemblance of an arrow. It carry a tail, basically with them fin. You have the fins them on the tail to keep it steady, just like an arrow. And then you have a point, which the warhead, they call it a warhead. So it's a modern type of an arrow. So the fire that was going to destroy this place is going to come from these arrowmen. Yeah? Wanna?
So like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, return it not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again.
God.
Plagues that talk about the plagues, it's the plagues where the Lord will strike all the people who fight against Jerusalem.
God.
So them tongue will melt away while them stand up on them feet.
Yeah, that
plagues, yeah? Zechariah.
The result of being burnt.
God.
You know, the most powerful bomb, you know, I forgot what them call it, Zarbamba, say name? Zarbamba, say name? That Russia ever tested, man.
With them tests.
Zarbamba, yeah. You know? No, man, it can destroy almost a whole city, man.
Name Castle Bravo in the Bikini Islands, 1964. And they test now on the Castle Bravo.
They can destroy almost a city, man. One. And then so many is going to be shut off in the earth, man. It's going to be crazy.
So many arrows.
It's going to be crazy, man.
Black over the sun. Persians, that them say?
Yeah, just like our Persians, our arrows will blot out the sun. You know? Why not?
Zechariah 14 verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand.
So some warhead basically the black the extreme heat that basically melt the flesh from some of the warhead, some of them are like 2 miles or 2 miles radius. Depends on the type of warhead. And warheads will be falling all over the place, man. So you're not safe if you're out of the range of the hot part of that warhead. Our next one, you're gonna be in the range of another one hot part. Melt the flesh off of your body, man, because multiple warheads will be coming down, man. Not one. You watch a documentary and they show you one explosion and they say, oh, this explosion or this, but them now tell you the point where not only one is gonna fall upon a city, but multiple. Yeah? So it don't even make no sense them tell you how much mile radius one is gonna do. Because all of them is gonna blanket the whole place. So the whole place is gonna be an inferno. And them tell you what really happened when you're in that range, man, like a 2 mile radius range. I'm telling you what actually happened to you, man.
Just like if I throw stones, like if I drop stones in the water.
Yeah.
You drop them at different places.
Yeah, yeah.
You get the
ripple
and meat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So them a drop different places all around.
Yeah.
So that every ripple just meet up and one boom.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Hey, you're literally with the carbonized, man. Hey. Back in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, you have people who burn left the spot. Like them shadow left on.
Yeah.
You know. Burn left the spot.
And them bombs wasn't as powerful.
I know powerful.
As powerful as the one them.
They're over 1,000 times more powerful these ones, man.
Yeah.
So you must know. You know? The man will try to explain away what a nuke do. They're not doing a good job there. They can't paint the picture. Or it's supposed to paint, because even though materials is 1,000 times more powerful, when they show it, when they get the eyewitness, they report from Little boy and fat man, what they want to call them. Them tell them something more scarier than them man we explain the one that we have 1,000 times more powerful. So imagine, yeah? Them like them watering down the destruction with them wanna basically bring. Them wanna be scarier than that, man. Just listen to my witness report. Hey, there's a interview with some soldiers who were there when they're doing the testing of some of these bombs, man, and you know the man of life is not the same from them witness that, man. Yeah, it is one of the most terrifying things, you know, them ever see. Yeah, and even though it was years ago, you can still see the fear, you know, the man them persona, and then looking at him face, man.
Yeah. So bangs and sorrow.
You watch the documentary there? Yeah. You watch one of the British one, the one with the American one them?
Yeah, watch it.
When they give them testimony, man. Look, man, a man say out, him in the trench, brother, and turn him back to the explosion and put him on them over an eye like so. And the light from the explosion come to the back of him head.
And he's supposed to have a brain cancer, man.
Come to the back of him head and go through him hand them and everything. See him bone them in him hand and him blood vessels them, man. Him actually see an X-ray. Him turn him back to the explosion, you know? And the light was so bright from the explosion. It come through him back of him head, through him eye, through him hands them, and you must see him bone and everything in him hand. In a trench, man. Yeah? So you must know. You must know how terrible that is, man. And they were miles away from the explosion, man.
Then they said they have one of them set up like house and cars and whatever. Just to see what it would look like.
Yeah.
With a certain amount of TNT. And everybody that was there died from radiation.
Hey, even in Japan, them tell about the flash of light, man. When it explode, man, the light itself make it go blind. It's just like when you get flash with welding. When you do welding and you get flash, you know, it actually flash, man. Too much UV.
When you think Jake won't go off again, bro?
Exposure, man.
Last time I bring the third part through the fire, bro. Yeah.
Right.
So with that nice thou shall be all the reward of the wicked. You're going to see, you're going to hear the people scream.
Hey, the scripture tell about how bright it's going to be, man. With them bombs, man.
Coming.
The brightness of the Lord's coming, man. Yep. It's going to be scary, man. And I see, and these Edomites are playing with fire. Literally playing with fire. Yeah?
Child's play with matches.
Children play
Smoking the beer.
I'm reading an article. So when we just started up, when we touch it back, look at the article from yesterday. So we're going back to the article again, you know. Newsweek, Russia issues World War III warning to US. It says, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov issued a World War III warning to the US, saying that the West was asking for trouble by even considering Ukrainian requests to use supplied weapons to conduct strikes deep within Russian territory.
Yes, just like how them said them never did use, you know, certain weaponry against certain territory like Crimea and some other places, and them violate that. Them never did send American tanks and British tanks and German tanks, and them violate that. And just like how them say them not gonna use certain missiles like ATACMS and all them type of thing, and them violate that. Just like how them say them not gonna invade, use the weaponry to invade Russia, and them violate that. And now they're about to do the same thing again, you know, using certain long-range missiles, hitting targets in Russia, which basically is gonna escalate this thing beyond measure. And the thing is, what Russia is doing now, just like how NATO and America giving Ukraine weaponry to fight Russia, even in the land of Russia, Russia began giving Iran, Hezbollah, and Syria weaponry to do the same. So you can do it, so me can do it too. That's what's going on now, man. So Russia delivering S-400s to Iran, and them deliver them already. I think about a week and another, them deliver them. And guess who's gonna man them? This is no Iranian gonna man those weaponry, man. Yeah, the Russians gonna man those air defense system, man. They be giving Hezbollah rockets, you know, Russian-made rockets, anti-tank, you know, anti-tank, you know, missiles and stuff like that. Russia give to Hezbollah, man. You know, so the thing basically is escalating, man, more and more, and Russia also moving other stuff into Syria because, you know, because America and Israel basically flying sorties in Syria, and there's no consequence to it. So they're gonna get them planes shot down in Syria. A matter of fact, an American plane gets shot down, I think, today in Syria. And the pilot will jump out with him drop on a high tension wire.
Dead and fried.
Fry out. When you see the videos today, man. Yeah? So shit basically getting real serious. I want to think them shoot down that. Where do you think they get the weaponry from, man?
What we just speak about before, Shapar?
Yeah?
I tell us that the service to your missiles, Russia.
Yeah, Russia is shipping things to the Middle East now. Yeah, so okay, like how you're giving our enemies weapon, we're gonna give your enemies weapon, man. And guess what? These are Russian allies, man. Yeah, go on.
It says discussions about using Western supplied missiles to strike Russia are tantamount to playing with fire.
That's what it is. Yeah. They're literally playing with fire, man.
Says Lavrov told reporters in Moscow.
They're going to get burned. They're going to get burned. Yeah, go on.
The US, despite requests from Ukraine, has remained steadfast on its position that its long-range weapons may only be used on Ukrainian soil or to defend the country from Russia.
Yeah, we hear that same story there before. You know what I mean? And they cross all them line there already. Exactly. I know them all cross the same line again with that one the same way.
Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky has repeatedly asked Western allies to approve the use of their weapons to strike targets inside Russia.
And basically, what they're going to do, they want to distance themselves from when it actually happened.
And they say we never have to do
it. We never have to do it. We never tell them to do it. They do it for their own. But they already have the weapon now. Why them have the long range weapon then? In the first, why don't give them the long range weapon in the first place then? If it was used in Ukraine.
In Ukraine, yeah.
All these weapons have range, you know, you have different range. We use on the same capacity, man. And then give them the long range one. Yeah. For what?
It says insisting that doing so could turn the tide of war. Lavrov warned the West requests. We have long been hearing these speculations about allowing the use of not only Storm Shadow, but also American long-range missiles. By the way, some anonymous source in Washington said that such work is being done. Ukraine's request is being reviewed in a generally very positive light. He said, this is blackmail. This is an attempt to pretend that the West wants to avoid excessive escalation.
Right.
But in reality, this is deceit.
Right.
The foreign minister continued, the West does not want to avoid escalation. The West is asking for it.
Right.
And it seems to me that this is already obvious to everyone.
Yes, that's what's going on, man.
Yeah.
You know, that's what's going on. So yeah, the whole of proxy and them days they coming to an end very soon.
Playing fire?
Eh?
It's about playing with fire. He said, we are now confirming once again that playing with fire, they are like small children playing with matches.
Right, will they eventually get burned, man? Will they eventually get burned? That's what it is. Hey, you know, it's the spirit, man. You know?
Matches, man.
Yeah.
It's a very dangerous thing for grown-up uncles and aunts who are entrusted with nuclear weapons in one or another Western country. Very dangerous.
Dangerous.
Serious times to live in, bro.
Very, very serious.
It's gonna get dangerous.
And it's not turning back anytime soon.
Can't turn back.
You know?
It's already gone through the
Like a mighty
and
arrow
the
shot.
Lord said, he said, oh, the mighty, even the mighty arch, the arrows.
But I think we're going to try second is 16. Like a mighty arrow shot from
Can't turn them back.
Second is a 30 minutes.
Second is a 16.
16.
The 16 and 30.
16 and 1.
Well, they can't.
We want to Egypt and we want to I think over 13.
Second Exodus 16 verse 1 say, woe be unto thee, Babylon, Asia, woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria, gird up thyself with cloths of sack, and here, bewail your children and be sorry for bewail your children and be sorry for your destruction is at hand.
Right.
A sword is sent unto you, and who may turn it back?
Right, so there is no turning back. You know, when the missiles start to shot, man. He's been talking about de-escalation. There's no de-escalation coming, man.
Even the devil know that.
Yeah? This is well planned out. You see for the man them say, oh, no peace talks, no ceasefire. You know, you know that they're determined to complete this thing, man. And why you think Ukraine invading Russia, man? There's no way on this earth Ukraine could ever get a victory going into Russia. So why? What the reason for that? Yeah? Without any other explanation, it will be what? A suicide mission, man. Sending, you know, your reserve, all your reserve and whatsoever where it's supposed to use to fight at the front up into Russia to be slaughtered, man. For what? To drag the West into a war, man. That's what it's all about, man. That's why they try to mainland Russia. And so what end they want? What end they would want? What end the West want by invading Russia? What end? Yeah? There's a result that they expect, man. They expect to eliminate whatsoever regime is in Russia, man. And guess what? You know, Russia is not going to make that happen, man. And you see, just the same cards when they play, Russia going to play them same cards, man. So Iran been saying that, man, they're going to retaliate for what Israel did. You know what I mean? To that, you know, Palestinian thing there. What they call him again? Hamas leader, man.
Right.
Yeah. And Russia basically be bringing them electronic warfare equipment to Iran, bringing the most advanced air defense system to Iran, electronic warfare to do with drones and all them type of thing, and air defense system to shoot down fighter jets. Yeah. So when Iran retaliate, when Israel
retaliate against that retaliation. You know, the thing will go. And if Iran retaliate, they're going to do something again, provoke Iran again to retaliate. Because they need this war. Israel need this war, man. And the scripture say, the least of the flock shall draw them out. So they're going to fulfill that prophecy. And then you're going to see a hot war, man. Because they're going to, whatsoever going to happen to Israel when they attack Iran, they're going to blame Russia for it. Yeah? And they're going to say, we're not playing the games anymore. You know what I mean? NATO supposed to attack Russia. And some NATO countries are saying, nope, we're not, nope. Germany already, you know, look on them side. You know, very soon, you're going to see more NATO countries stepping aside out of NATO. Just like how Turkey, you know, you can't even consider Turkey a part of NATO anymore. Based off of the moves them at Turkey make, and even moves that Turkey make with Russia right now, when Russia basically in hot water between NATO and what's going on in Ukraine. Turkey basically doing some things that is contrary.
Realistically, the
Turkey, and guess what? The scriptures speak about Turkey being on the side of Russia. So guess what? That is prophecy fulfilling, man, right before your eyes, man. Yeah? That's prophecy right before your eyes. Seeing and Turkey be making threats to Israel ever since the Gaza situation. Whole lot of threats, man. Yeah? So things really turning up about to escalate. And the results are in concerning the pipeline that will get bombed. You know,
Nord Stream 2.
You know, and the negligent leaders in Germany who drag them foot in pointing out why the German people, you know, lack gas and them thing that, you know, no, them start look stupid, and the people basically really, you know, getting hungry over the whole situation. That then the people who them try help are the one with sabotage them. So Germany, so, you know, very soon gonna back out of everything to deal with the whole Ukraine and America NATO situation. And once Germany fall from NATO, all of that are gonna mash up. The whole American alliance in NATO, you know, people gonna just draw themselves away from it, man. And Poland is playing a very serious and deadly game. You know, Poland even considering right now to shoot down Russian, you know, aviation, whether they will have a drone or thing, they will come close to the Polish borders doing sorties in Ukraine. They are considering shooting down, which is very, very dangerous, man. So we see escalation all across the board. You know what I mean? And you see things gonna really get hot. You know? And a lot of niggas get drafted because scripture tell that, say, the young men gonna die in the war and they're gonna come for men. It's just like how the men be running away from Ukraine. You know, whether them draft was 500,000 men. Fresh men for sending on the meat grinder. Well, it's the same thing gonna happen internationally, man. Because when America and Britain and all these places get pulled into a war, that's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to come across here trying to replenish the front line with fresh men. You know, when I give 1 week training, you know what I mean, show you how to hold the gun, you know what I mean, and I just do that.
That's true, that meat grinder.
Put in the magazine that we here, select around that we here, and just fire it in any direction you see the enemy coming from. That's all you're gonna learn. You're not gonna learn no tactic. No spec up tactic, you're not gonna learn that. Just like what happened in Ukraine, and I see a lot of niggers gonna die. They're gonna come for a lot of niggers, putting them on the front line, especially them man in gangs, man. You see them gangs? Men in gangs, they have the experience. So you have some of the first ones they're gonna put out there to battle, man. Yeah? So things really gonna get serious. Things really gonna escalate to a point where you're not gonna recognize this world that you live in. Yeah? Wanna? Yeah.
Isaiah 3 verse 25 said, thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty men in the war.
God.
And her gates shall be lament and mourn, and she shall be desolate.
Right, the Lord say, they stink, especially America, them stink will come up. Hey, the amount of men dying in the battle in Ukraine right now, you know what I mean? It's unbelievable, man. The amount of men dying daily. You know, Russia be claiming that they kill over 2,000 men per day in Ukraine. Yeah? Imagine what's gonna happen, you know, in the Middle East. Because the scripture doesn't mention those deaths as nothing significant, man. Imagine the one that the scripture mentioned, man. A whole lot of dead man are gonna be over there in the Middle East, man. Because there is the way the main theater is gonna be. You know, and the reason why main theater is gonna be because the Israelis gonna get themselves in a one quagmire where the US soldiers gonna have to be deployed over there to somehow protect the Israeli interest, man. That's why scripture said the least of the flock will draw them out. And there is where things gonna really get hot. Yeah? A whole lot of men gonna die, man. A lot of women that is in the military gonna send it to the front to man. You know? You want to do what men do? Well, they're gonna have to go to the front. Like how Ukraine be sending 1 and 2 women up at the front. You know, but it makes no sense. You know, let's go to dead, to die. You know? Yeah, but find it out now, say, yo, the whole woman thing, never did cut it.
Yeah? And her gate shall be lament and mourn, and God. She being desolate shall sit upon the ground.
God. And that's how we're coming down to, man. And as the act basically was going into the list, man, hey, yo, these are markers for the time, man. Seeing so, we're going to the wars and rumors of wars. You know, the scriptures mention, man, and we're going to pass that phase, and we're going to go into a darker phase than just the rumors, man. Yeah? We just want to drag some more people into these conflicts, man, like China, you know, and Korea, and those people need to just get brought into a, you know, a mix right now. You know, the Thailand situation. You know, I'm a fact. I'll speak about that. US be building bases, building a military base. You know, to basically be a buffer against China and Thais, man. So you know that on that side that things really get, you know, warm. Things get warm everywhere. You know, they have a serious problem with the Houthis them now because, you know, the man they sink ship like wow.
What last thing ship?
They have a cargo ship with them blast, man.
The cargo soon start ship out.
Yeah. So yeah, look at a lot of food shortages, commodities shortages gonna happen, man. You see what's going on there, man? That's what war do. War basically cut off shipment of goods, man. And you see the vast majority of what people use on this side of the world, you know, come through, you know, these straits that basically these causes this take place. Yeah?
So Galatians 16 again and 3 said, a sword is set unto upon you, and who may turn it back?
Right.
Fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is it that may drive them away?
Right.
And who is it that may drive them away?
Right. See, so these things, as I mentioned before, there's no turning back. You know, things gonna get worse, escalation to the point of the prophecies being fulfilled. You know what I mean? But hey, the Lord is the one who's doing it. You know, and now is the time when the Lord basically is about to wrap this thing up.
You know, this is a generation who saw the prophets, man. You know, so it's not gonna go any further, man. You know, you have camps out there talking about calling the little ones the future prophet.
The future prophet.
Yeah, you don't know what time it is, man. Yeah, the Lord never bring the spirit back. You know, to basically, you know,
Extend
having
time.
things extended, man. You know, this ministry won't even start if the Lord they want things to continue longer. Yeah. So the reason why you see this ministry is basically to forewarn you, you know, that these things is about to come to pass, man. And very soon, you know, the Lord will stop her from speaking, man. You know, because as I said before, the famine of the world is coming. Now you have different efforts being put out right now to basically censor the truth, man. You know, so it's very soon you can't go on the internet and find the information. Yeah, internet censorship basically is on the rise. You know, you have a lot of channels, a lot of social media content creator is going to be deleted from the internet, man, very soon. So these are the type of things you're going to face. A lot of people basically going to want answers in those times, and there won't going to be no answers, man, because the people who used to bring it out are no longer going to be there. And the scripture talk about the famine of the ark. You can bring it out though, you know, because we're rapidly approaching that time, man. And I see before they bring about another event upon the earth, they're going to have to silence a lot of people first, you know. And you know, as the World Economic Forum say, pertaining to, you know, the theme for this year is they call it building back trust, and that's what they want to do. They want to silence the other voices, you know, that their voices is the only voice they can hear, you know, and that's the famine for you, man. And they're gonna pull all the strings so they can pull, in order to cut off all other voices, man. You wanna?
So here was 8 verse 11. So behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land.
Right.
Not a famine of bread.
So it's not a famine of bread, even though there's going to be a famine of bread, but specifically the text is speaking about another type of famine, man. That's to give you a, you know, the perspective of how it's going to be when you come on to the word going out. Yeah. Making a likeness unto, you know, when a man want food, you know, my desire to have food because I'm hungry. It's the same thing is going to be when it comes down to the truth or information like that. What?
Nor for thirst for water.
Right.
But of hearing the words of the Lord.
Right, so there's going to be a time where you're not going to hear the word. A matter of fact, so come to a point in time where the things that basically going to be happening, they're going to blame brothers for them things, man. And you remember when the 2020 event, you remember what them say? Yeah, them say, you know, them actually say like, if I never I tell us that. Yeah, so there's gonna be a famine of the word, man. Now, and a lot of people basically gonna need answers in that time, and there won't be any answers provided, but the Lord is gonna seal up our lips, man. So when I ask the color Lord, how about Shemi, how Shai, about Shemaka, Kodash, to us to the apostles and elders of Graven Stone, Shalom to all the brothers, how they keep on pushing this truth. Peace and blessing to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.
Shalom.